Hello everyone, I'm Ratip Bahcesehir, Vice President of YATA International. I'm working as a Vice President of Public Diplomacy. I'm with Emir Abbas Gürbüz. He is President of YATA Turkey. Now we are in Istanbul, attending at the conference TASE, and of course we will explain what does it mean. But first of all, I will give the floor to Emir to introduce himself. Emir, please.
I'm Emir Abbas Gürbüz. I'm the president of the Turkish Atlantic Youth Council, which represents Turkey within the YATA network. I graduated from law school of Bahcesehir University. I'm working as a lawyer, a freelance lawyer. At the same time, I'm having my master's in National Defense University of Turkey on the field of law of armed conflict. That's briefly what I am.
Yeah, great. And is it your first year of study or in mastery or?
In my it's my first year.
So do you plan to continue your study in another field or are you planning to make your PhD?
Yeah, I'm planning a PhD, but I don't in a hurry to study. I'm planning to complete my master's in 3 years. It's very busy times. YATA, my own work, masters, it takes too much time, and I don't in a hurry to finish the studies. Afterwards, I'm planning a PhD in the National Defense University again.
And why you decided to be a lawyer? Because I'm a lawyer too, international one. And yes, there were a lot of conditions why I became. But anyway, what is your story?
Actually, my father is a lawyer. I have grown up in a family who was always dealing with legal issues, not in a bad way, like as a lawyer. And I decided to be a lawyer, but I was more interested in international law, just like you. Mm-hmm. And my best lecture was public international law. I participated Philip Jessup moot court competition. It's an international moot court competition. You might heard about it. Yeah. And but then I decided to be a lawyer on private law, like property law, commercial law, more on companies. That's how can you make money more easier than public international law.
Yeah, true, that's true. And do you give any lectures?
Not yet. Only twice I did on public international law in my National Defense University. My teachers learned that I have some already I published some academic articles on some journals, on some foreign journals. They invited me to give some lecture in my own classroom as a student. I give lecture to my classmates, but it's only some expectations. Yeah,
I see. As it is our first time, this is first time of our podcast of YATA. Can you explain what is YATA and when you first time heard about the YATA and why you decided to join it?
Yeah. Anybody who watched this podcast probably know what is YATA. Youth Atlantic Treaty Association is the youth wing of the Atlantic Treaty Association, which has been founded by the support of the NATO Public Diplomacy Division, which is founded in approximately with same year with NATO. So we are a very age-old organization. And in Turkey, ATA Turkey founded as the Turkish Atlantic Council in 1965, and the YATA Turkey has been founded in 2005, with just parallel to other YATAs founded in the allied countries. So I learned YATA from my friends. Actually, they just invited me to participate there, and it was short for me. I've been into YATA network for 2 years. And after my first year as an executive board member in YATA Turkey, I became the president of YATA Turkey, and now I'm representing my country in the international YATA meetings.
Yeah, thanks. And as you know, of course you know people who are in YATA, they're all volunteering. Yeah. And how many members are in YATA Turkey, and what do you think? Why are they volunteering? Why they do it, and what are their motivation?
First of all, we have approximately 40 members. Not even half of them are female. We have some lack of female representation in YATA Turkey. Only 10 or 11, 11 the female we have.
I think it's a problem of in security field that there is a lack of females.
Yeah, of course, it's an international problem. And they are volunteering because they want to have some academic experience. They have to enlarge their networks. They want to, as they finalize their studies, they want to become a part of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Turkey. In history of YATA, we had very close relations with YATA, with Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Our old presidents all went to Ministry of Foreign Affairs. They are working in different levels of the ministry. But in last only last 3 presidents didn't went into ministry. We have bit changed. They went into different places, like one of them established his own advertisement company. One of them is studying in France still, and one of them is also a lawyer now in YATA Turkey also. They are volunteering here for their career actually.
And who wants to join YATA Turkey? How they can reach you, or what they have to do?
Yeah, we have our website. In website we have an application form.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, here you can see our website, your website, sorry.
Yes. After they fill the form, they will just forward form to this email address. But we are not very easy member accepting association.
Mm-hmm.
So our executive board will indicate the people who applies. So it's not easy to access here.
Yeah, I see. And we are now in Istanbul, and I want to thank you again to having me here at TASE 2018. Yes, the year ending, it means it's not the first time. Yes, am I right? And can you tell us more about TASE? How many participants? How many speakers? And what is about?
Yeah, actually, first TASE has been took place in the military academy in Istanbul in 2006. It was our first event after the foundation. Then regularly, in every 2 years, there was some TASE event. But for 3 years, there were no event happened. Last TASE has been cancelled due to military coup event, the tragic event we had 3 years ago. That's why the event cancelled. Then we have tried to organize one more in May, but due to economic problems, we have to cancel it again. And you know that process also. And now, finally, we have made our event today. Here we have approximately 40 visitors, foreign visitors, from 20 different countries. And we have our own members. Approximately, it makes 60 participants in TASE right now.
Yeah, and congratulations, of course, you managed to make it. And I want to talk more broadly, not about only YATA and the YATA issues. And I want to tell me your perspective, what is Turkey's role in NATO? And do you think it should be more broader? And should it play like as a main player in NATO?
Yeah. When it comes to multinational organizations, every country puts their national interests first. That's why Turkey joined NATO, to protect his national interest against the Soviet aggression. So after the Cold War, the Soviet Union destroyed. Now the fragmentation of the alliance just started. Everyone tried to focus their own agenda. It's a general environment makes the fragmentation of the alliance. So we need countries to take responsibility in their own region and lead other NATO countries with them. Like it happens in Balkans. Poland is taking the lead of the Baltic countries, and they got the support from USA and UK, but the main agenda is run by Poland mainly, for example. But we didn't make such thing in southern flank, or maybe in northern regions like Norway, Swiss. the membership of Sweden and Finland is always in question. As I said, every country is pursuing their own agenda. That's why Turkey should take the lead and adapt his own agenda to NATO. We can convince our allies to follow our path. Like we are also aiming to stabilize and some kind of exporting democracy and human rights to the region, because we also suffer from authoritarian regimes in the Middle East, like Saddam Hussein, Bashar Assad. All those regimes have exported tragedy to our people. You know, the immigration problems. Yeah.
Not only immigration, it's like refugees. A lot of refugees coming to Turkey.
Yeah,
it's like first country who is like taking them.
And the southern border, beyond our borders, now there's a secure hub for terror organizations, not just for Daesh. PKK is training there, Daesh is training there. Even radical Marxist groups have some education camps, training camps in Syria. The stability in the region is our priority, and it's maybe we are taking care to bring their stability more than NATO. That's why we can convince and receive support from allies to bring an order to Middle East.
Yeah, thanks. That's a great review, I can say. And at the same time, for NATO, Black Sea is becoming like more important.
Yeah.
And what happened a few days ago, also with Ukraine and Russians, etc. And what do you see the role can play the Turkey in Black Sea security? What is the role of Turkey?
Yeah. Actually, as due to geographical reasons, Turkey is the key country in Black Sea strategy of the allies, because we have the straits, we have the control of the straits. But there is no exact strategy for NATO in Black Sea. Like they have some land forces, some multinational battalions in Romania or in Bulgaria. So I found this strategy useless. It's my personal opinion, but what can some multinational battalion settled in Romania can do against the Russian aggression? Like if you want to overcome from a Russian aggression in Black Sea, you need to have some naval force, but there is no naval strategy. There is no air strategy. Yes, there is some air policing strategy of NATO, but still, it's not enough.
Like patrolling to like, it's coming back. But it's
just patrolling. They are just spending fuel. Like Russian planes are not coming to the Romanian airspace. It's only happened for once.
Okay.
So we need a naval strategy in Black Sea. In that regards, Turkey has the control of the straits. We can adopt the framework nation concept. We have discussed this in NATO's future meeting in Germany. Many of the countries, non-Black Sea countries, suggested to adopt a framework nation concept. And Germany and USA, the representatives, just endorsed Turkey to take the lead, but Bulgaria was opposing it. So it's very different to forget the historical problems and focusing our own future. So it can be useful to determine a Black Sea naval strategy, and of course Turkey, due to geographical reasons, due to our naval force, we can take the lead. We won't pursue our own interest in Balkans, for example, but we need to secure the Black Sea for our own security. We need to secure Crimea, and Crimea, the ethnic Turks are also living there. They have problems in Russian occupation, and if Russians have more naval bases in Black Sea, it's a problem for us. In history, it's always happened like that. When Russians get some power in Black Sea, they burn our ships. So,
I see. Thanks again. Emir is not only the president of the YATA Turkey, he also, like, maybe we can say, represents YATA International as a Secretary General. And can you tell what is the plan of YATA International for the next year?
I'm not maybe able to speak on behalf of YATA International because we need to discuss every strategy with our board members like
Yes,
you,
yeah.
Amish, and Simone. But we want a working YATA in every country. We don't want to centralize YATA International. We don't want to take control of the national chapters from the Brussels. We want to encourage every national chapters to work within their country. We don't want to use with their issues, but we can, just as we are doing right now, we are organizing sub-regional meetings. In that meetings, we will encourage all national chapters to work for themselves. So our aim is not to working YATA International, but working national chapters is our aim.
Yeah, right, indeed. And you know, at the same time, where do you see? So therefore, okay, 1 year, second year passed, and where do you see after 5 years, YATA?
It's very early to talk for 5 years. Even 1 year, everything changed.
Okay, true. I would just want to finish my talk, but it will be last question. And where do you see yourself, like in 5 years?
Probably I will leave YATA. I will be in ATA. Probably.
Yeah, we are becoming old. Okay.
Yeah, we are becoming old. I will be in ATA. I hope so. I will probably be more focused on my own job. I will be satisfied in public diplomacy. Then I will focus on legal issues more.
Thank you. Thank you very much for listening us and watching us. Thank you, Emir.
Yeah, thank you.